Good morning and welcome to Teradomari. This is the fish market, and they are right now grilling some delicious fish. Or is it? There's some shellfish. Looks like that's a squid right there, the pink one in the center. They have some shellfish there. And yeah, look at that. It smells so good. Grilling on a charcoal grill. And today I'm going to be taking you around this fish market. Now this place is called here Teradomari Street Market, but it's the, what is it, Ameyoko is the name here? Hold on, I'll pull it up here. It is the Sakana no Ameyoko, and I put a map in the description if you are in the area. Niigata, wherever you go in Japan, whenever you go to regional areas, in particular coastal towns, there's always going to be a very interesting fish market, and this place is no exception. It's the place to be right now, actually. So let's go take a look around here and maybe eat some of this too. So this market in particular seems to be, let me pull it out here, it seems to be the busiest now. It is only 9 a.m. so they're gonna pick up a little bit of steam as people start to come on a Sunday. But you can see here they've got like miso soup, and this one has awabi and hotate, some scallops in there. And then this one has oysters or kaki, and you can see they're frying them up here on the grill, teppanyaki style. You order it and you get a number, and then he calls out your number, and then you can pick it up and even eat it here, which is really cool. Let's have a look inside the market. All right, here's the deep fried area with tubs of delicious looking deep fried food. There's some fried hitokuchi ika, which is bits of deep fried squid. Let's get in a little bit closer. There's some octopus cut up, so it's a bite-sized. That looks really good. You know, octopus is really chewy. This one here is octopus sticks. I'm actually curious about that. I might have to try that one. Here's some aji fry. Aji is gosh, how do you say that in English? I'm not even quite sure. There's some deep fried scallops here, hotate. Oh, very good. It's a teizukuri satsuma. Satsuma are these like fish pancakes that are so delicious. You can find these in local. Arigato. And then you can get some more here for takeout. Oh, this is more aji fry, I think. Wow. So the great thing is today I have permission to film in here. They know that I'm here, and we'll be walking around and taking you around this area. You know what? The fish here is so darn cheap. I'm gonna probably be taking some back with me to Tokyo. すごい Tokyo より安いよね So you can put this on ice and then maybe take it back on the Shinkansen with me. But this is a sake or salmon, and the salmon up here in Niigata is very, very famous. They get it up in, there's a place called Murakami just north of Niigata, but they also have it down here apparently. But the crab, oh look at this. The crab is infamous in Niigata. Notorious. And here he is, he's selling very strongly here. Let's get in the front. He's making a sale. So you have, he's very good at convincing people. So the prices go up. You see one kago. I guess in Japanese you would have like a hitotsu, futatsu, different ways to count. This is, for kani, I guess it's ichikago, nikago. Is that how it works? But it starts off with 1,000 yen to 1,500 yen to 2,000. You can see the prices going up. And then for some reason the prices are cheaper. So we'll ask him and see if we can get an explanation. But this is the creme de la creme, the best of them all. The Honzuai Gani. and one of them is 3,000 yen, or what is that, like 20 bucks? That's pretty cheap. That's pretty cheap, I have to say. I'd like to just, this one looks bigger though. This one is bigger. これの方が大きいじゃない？
大きいのはこっちなんですけど、こっちの方がしっかりしてるカニ。
ああ。
これ深い浅瀬の餌が豊富なところに住んでるカニだから、
はい、
栄養がいっぱい乗ってるからうまいカニ。
ああ。
これ深いところのカニだから。
だから美味しい。
身が柔らかい。
Ah, okay. So this one is going to be more delicious, tender meat. This one is going to be a little bit bigger, but it's not going to taste as good as that one. So that's the way, and then here there's a lot of them. So I guess if you have a big family, this will make it. Oh. So he's explaining about this. And you can see there's only 4 left. Sweeter meat. More tender, delicious. And he says that this one is quite sweet too, actually. So I'm not sure what the selling point is on the more premium one. But I guess it could be also where it's caught. This one comes from Canada though, and this is the interesting thing. The more expensive one, I just noticed this. It's coming, it says Canada. So this one's coming, I think it might be, of course, imported, so that's gonna be quite good. But this one comes from Niigata, so just right off of the coast here. So that's gonna be different. This is probably fresher, but they're all frozen though, because I think we're outside of the season. It's really, you can see, okay. It's really fun just to watch them go to work here, and it's different because, you know, I feel like I'm in Japan right now. Let's just put it like this. I feel like I'm in Japan. I'm the only non-Japanese here. So that's really, to me, that makes it super special. There's no other, I'm just gonna pan around here. There's no other Westerners here. It's just me. That's what makes it really special, I think. A lot of people are looking over at my way, and we made an announcement that I'll be filming here, so it's all good. Wow, this does look really good. You know, they have fish markets in Tokyo. Of course, there's not Tsukiji, but the Toyosu fish market is the new one in the city, and the prices are fairly reasonable there, but when you compare it to here, this is so much cheaper. You can just tell this is off the wall. Inflation has not hit here. Oh, he's bringing out more crabs. The crab corner is probably the most interesting. All right, let's have a quick look around in this direction. We're deep now into the shop, so I'm hoping that the signal's okay. Teradomari has been a lot of fun. Let me show you where I am in this part of Japan right now. So I'm going to bring up this video. So I'm on the Sea of Japan side, you can see here, Tokyo down on the bottom. We just zip past there. And this is the town of Teradomari, which is, I guess this is Nagaoka City, which is a Shinkansen stop on the Joetsu Shinkansen. You can see right on the Sea of Japan. And this is where I was yesterday up in the hills. Tera meaning, in the name Teradomari, Tera meaning temple. So this town is filled with temples along the hillside you see there. And then I'm going to pull out a little bit. So I want to give you an idea of where we are. That's Sadogashima, that butterfly-looking island, which is where Kodo, the taiko drum group, is from, as well as some really good sake. And Niigata in general has some amazing Japanese sake, but it's also one of the gourmet centers of Japan. A lot of the seafood, the sake, the meat, the pork and beef that comes from here and goes to Tokyo. Maybe not so much the beef, but definitely the pork and the chicken, and there's mushrooms that come from Niigata as well, and goes to the city center up on the top of your screen, which is Tokyo. You can see Mount Fuji on the right side as well, coming in the view, but Japan is not a massively big country, but it, you know, to me, it certainly feels that way. This morning, I had an amazing breakfast, but before that, I'll show you that in a second, but before that, I went to this temple up on the top of the hill. Hey, Warren, New York is here. Thanks, Warren. And this monk gave us a really wonderful morning chant. And I'm going to see if we can get some audio here. But inside of here, he gave me permission to film and experience what it's like to do some Buddhist chanting here in Japan, which is an opportunity you get in a lot of these smaller towns. Let me crank up the volume, see if you can hear it a little bit. Some of the artifacts inside were incredible to look at, and he said, I asked him, like, what should I do? Should I just sit there? He goes, no, just, you can film, walk around, and just, if you want, you can sit down and try to enjoy the chanting. And it was a really good experience for me this morning. Here he is, he's banging not banging, but just tapping it, giving a really nice ring to the air with the chanting. And I think this is an experience you can get in a lot of small towns out here in Teradomari. I think it's really special because the town has temple in the name of it, right? So here we're looking at some sushi in the back here. I'm not sure if the signal is going to be good, but this is fresh made sushi from mostly from the Sea of Japan, although some of the fish is not local. I don't know if the maguro is local, but a lot of the other ones are. So the prices are really reasonable. This is for this nigiri sushi, you get 10 pieces and it's 1,500 yen, or I don't know, like about $10. And it looks really good. Yeah, I can zoom in on it if you guys want to take a closer look. There's some chutoro. Oh, this one has old toro over here. That's what makes it more expensive. This is the 1,300 yen one, and I'm going to pull over here to the 1,500 yen one. You can see the piece of maguro is different. You get old toro. It has that really beautiful pink color to it. It's got more fat in it, so it has more flavor. Fat equals flavor. I kind of like akami too, which is the red maguro, and then there's the chutoro, which is in between. So I think the chutoro is a really good combination. You have some other just maguro here, which you can get. Actually, the prices are very, very reasonable. There's some other fish as well. Now, I saw that on this corner you have the salmon, and I was looking at it. This is fresh. Honestly, you get frozen salmon most of the time, so it's not common to see it fresh like this. And you can tell it's fresh because it just looks fresh. It has not been frozen. It's been caught and cut, and this is the season for it. I believe this comes from Hokkaido, apparently. So I believe this is also farmed, but they have really good quality farmed salmon. I'm not sure, but the price looks like it's probably farmed. But there's nothing wrong with that, but it does look really good. But this region is very famous for salmon. You can see they're setting out some oysters. Oh, oysters! Let's take a closer look at this. Let's see what the prices are. So it's that is so cheap. If that's for the oysters, yeah. This is the rock oysters, or iwakagi, gagi. That's 350 yen, or about $2.70, maybe $2.50 for each one. That's a steal. They cook them out in the front too. Let's have a look around up in the front. They cook them up in the front here, so I kind of like it when you come to the fish markets. It's fun to look around, but it's even more fun to take the food that you buy and they'll grill it for you. That's so cool. So there's a place over there where they will put it on a charcoal grill, but they also blowtorch it, I guess. So let's go check that out. Here you got some fish parts. Now this is made mostly for soup, I believe. So it's all kind of chopped up in there, but that's the whole fish, nothing but the fish. And you throw this in a bowl with a pot and cook it up as soup, and you would get a lot of protein. There's some shrimp over there, and Is that aji? That's kisu. So I'm seeing a lot of fish that I'm seeing. I notice the names of the fish because I know them from eating kaiten sushi go round. Ganja. Hi ganja. I go to the conveyor belt sushi every now and then, so I get to know all of the sushi by ordering off of the menu there. So when you walk around the fish market, you're like, so that's what the fish looks like before it's cut up and put on a bed of rice. Ah. I'm gonna have to get a bowl of soup too. Is this the crab soup here? So it's 100 yen. There's just one coin for this konnyaku balls, which are the potato starch, and they've been simmering in this really nice broth. And then here you can get a bowl of the restaurant soup, and it's 200 yen, or what is it, like $1.20 or something like that, $1.50 or less. The exchange rate is ridiculous right now. Yeah, Toro Porco writes in, sashimi equals deconstructed fish. That's the way to put it here. So we can try anything you want. What do you guys think? What should we try here? We have sazai, which is, I guess it's like a sea snail. We also have maguro ribu, which is the rib of the maguro. We also have aka ebi, which is red shrimp. I've never had that. I wonder if you get aka ebi, you can eat the whole stick. I wonder, do you eat I like to eat the shell of it. It's crunchy. And then this is the yaki ika, which is just a grilled squid. これ北海道ホタテですか？北海道ホタテ？そうそう、北海道のホタテ。おお、ありがとう。はい、ありがとうございます。Alright, that's Hokkaido hotate there. You guys have any questions before I start digging in and eating here? I wanted to show you another fish market really quickly. Should we see before I try some food? Let's go check out the other fish market that the Shacho asked about, right? Oh, okay. Let me walk down the street a little bit and then we'll... Victor Deb's in the house. And Toro Porco already voted with quite strongly for ebi. So that aka ebi, the red shrimp, looks quite good. I see something. Do you see this? So this is an omiyage shop. Actually, it's much larger than I thought. If you look up, this would be a skyscraper in this town. But they have Japanese sake, and Niigata is very famous for it with brands like this. You have here Kubota. You see that in Hakkai-san. Both of those are massive brands internationally. They're right here in Niigata, brewed, not distilled, brewed here. And then you have this blue ice cream, which I have questions about. What makes it blue? It's blue from salt, so from shio. So it's a shio soft ice cream, and then you can go half and half, perhaps for dessert. Do they sell fish and chips there? John Lopez, I don't know. That's a good question. That's a good question. They also have fish here that you can buy that's been grilled in the front of the shop as well. Again, if you guys want to check out the map to this, if you want to see where exactly I am, is in the description. Now, I am not as hungry as I should be because I had breakfast at the ryokan. How could you not? Check it out here. This is the view from the hotel where I stayed, and in the morning you can go and have breakfast. They set it up for you. It's kind of a set meal overlooking there. And you know, what the heck is Japanese breakfast? Is sometimes I have got a lot of questions. I don't even know what it is sometimes. There's some pickles, natto, which is fermented soybeans that are quite sticky. Of course, you get a bowl of rice, and usually it's okawari, all you can eat. If you want to have a second bowl, that's potato salad in a wine glass. Always thought that was a good touch. This is aburage, I think, or tofu with a deep fried shell that's been grilled in a little miso there. There's some fruits, pineapple, orange, banana. And it has some toppings. I like the, I think it's shirasu, the little white fish there. Is a kimpira, which is the gobo, or a root. And a little grated daikon, which adds little touches. A grilled sweet fish, I think that is. With the head. You can eat that, by the way. It's got a lot of calcium. And then, of course, a delicious bowl of miso soup. Japanese breakfast. And then you have an egg. I think that was hard-boiled. And a salad, which I didn't eat. They put the dressing on it, which I don't like dressing on my salad. And then ika, which is a squid sashimi. A little bit of soy sauce, a little bit of wasabi, and some of this seaweed, nori, which has a little bit of soy sauce on the seaweed. I like to put that onto the bed of rice with the chopsticks, pinch it, and you get a little onigiri, kind of a little rice nori maki going on. So that was the breakfast. It's quite a lot there. And the way that they set it out in this massive tatami room, you got a bunch of people eating breakfast, which is there, yeah. So, am I hungry? Not really. Will I eat? Yes, I will eat, of course. Henry and Joseph write in here, it's more like dinner. I would agree. Do you eat the fish eyes? I do. I actually would. You know what? I eat, when I went to another area of Japan, I remember getting a soup and the eyeball popped up and was floating on it. It was like a scene from Indiana Jones, you know, like the Temple of Doom. And everyone was looking at me. I had some pressure, so I didn't even ask. I just picked it up with the chopsticks. I eyeballed it, the eyeball, and I ate it. And then as I ate it, it got juicy. You try not to think about what it is exactly, but you try to focus on the flavors, and it's quite good. But there's, you know, collagen and all this good stuff that supposedly will make you live to 125, and then you start to look like that boiled eyeball. But it was good. I'd eat it again. It's from the sea, the deep sea. So all these markets, they're somewhat similar. So in this market, you can also eat here as well. This one has corn. Let's take a quick look at the offerings here. This one has corn. So it's got other stuff. And this is, this is koshi hikari dango. Dango is mochi. Koshikari is the rice from this area. Of course, koshikari is in other areas of Japan, but Niigata is very famous for that koshikari. And the tomorokoshi, which is corn. Wow. So they got more than fish here. Yakitori. All sorts of good stuff. And the price is really good. It's between 300 and 400 yen about. There's one that's 450 yen. That's like $2, $1.50 to $2 for each one of these sticks. So you can eat pretty good with the exchange rate the way it is in 2023 anyways. It's 150 yen to the dollar. Pretty crazy. So this is more than just a fish market. This is a market. It's the Ichiba. That's where I am right now, the Teradomari street market. Okay, let's go back to the other place. これも有名ですか? 塩ソフトクリーム. I guess because yeah, 色がある. That's very blue. That's very blue. I found these pots. Do you see this? It seems all over the town of Teradomari they have these pot characters. Like eyeballs written on flower pots, on top of a flower pot with a flower pot hat. This is just one. I found dozens of these just walking around. I thought that was really cool. It's like a taste of the local area. So let's try this. So I'm gonna try this aka ebi, since Tortoro Poco is here. We can try some aka ebi. and some sazai. So we try some sazai. JW's here as well. Thank you, JW. Ah, すみません。赤エビ一つ。Try that. はい。はい、400円になります。Thank you, everybody. This is a morsel for breakfast. It's my second breakfast. So we're gonna watch them cook it. Let's see how they do it here. I think that aka ebi might be cooked. It's a tortora poco. It's not as dramatic as the other ones, maybe. Ah, hi. So they gave me the number 23. Shout out to the great one, Michael Jordan. There you go. Was that Ken Griffey Jr.'s number as well? Anybody want to confirm or deny? Put a little tare in there. Here we go. Torch it. Wow, it's getting hot. Oh, it's starting to boil already. Wow. Cliff reminds me that it was 24. Thank you, Cliff. I think they dip the squid in this very hot pot of like a sweet miso sauce. I can smell it. I know it's sweet and I know it's miso because you can smell the sweetness and you can smell the miso-ness. Is that a word? You can smell. Oh my gosh. Oh, don't even get me started. I'm not gonna do it. There's no way I'm gonna do a morning beer. It's impossible. No, I'm not 25 years old anymore. This isn't a frat house. But to somebody it might be because there's a morning beer. That's awesome. Morning beer. Respect. I'm kind of wanting a morning beer now. Oh, this is a non-alcohol beer. Non-alcohol beer for 180 yen. Big Pick writes in here, it's 5 p.m. somewhere. Really? Can somebody look on the map and tell me where? Hi. Wow, so there's breakfast number 2. Look at this, steaming hot. It's piping hot. All right, let's find a place to eat it. Ah, okay. Yeah, can you take it over there? I'll show. I guess you can eat this anywhere because it's just like street food, right? That's really cool. You can eat the head and the skin and everything. I believe you don't have to depeel it, right? I don't know. Do you guys eat the head? Do you eat the head? Can you eat the head? Maybe. She didn't, oh, Takai didn't take it. Takai, you didn't take the sazai. Okay, I'll take it. Oh yeah, thank you. So I can just このまま食べられるでしょ? The shell too? 全部? 頭? The whiskers? I can eat its face? 顔も? The shippo, the tail too? The ashi, the legs as well? It's up to me. Eat the antenna first. So eat the antenna first? Do you think I should do it? Should I do it? Should I do it? Eat the antenna first? Antenna. That's signal. It's going. All right. Hey, itadakimasu. The eyes too? Meimo? 食べたことある? Are you really? Are you just saying that? Just they're shouting my name. Was that brain? Did I just eat brain? Nigai. That was its brain? I ate, there's no more brain. It's just called only in Japan go. I had brain. Shrimp brain. I ate its brain with a nice Chianti and fava beans. That's calcium. Henry writes in, you will be smarter now. I don't feel smarter. It's zombie. That's quite good because it's got a lot of salt on it. Very, very salty. It's weird, look. Sorry, sir. It's like I guess it's a little sweet. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just a different food. Crunchy. All right. Before I ruin my appetite, let's go into this sazai, which is a yeah. 英語でなんていうこれ? サザエでございます。違うですね。Boy, that shrimp was crunchy. Whoa! Oh my gosh, that's deep! かわいそう。Looks like a booger. How would you? What is it called? Sea snail?
Turban shell.
A turban shell?
Yeah.
Wow. Well then, that's a creature. Matthias says no, thank you. Big Pick says looks like a big hermit crab. It's like eating a pet. Chris writes in yuck. Satrio is sweating it out. Diana's like giant bugger. Wait. 食べたことある? 美味しい?
はい。硬いから、ここだけ硬いから気をつけて。
Oh, so
食べれない。
don't eat the cap. That's his head. 頭はどっち? Which one?
頭はない。 内臓
This is the guts, and then this is the leg. I could have ordered the other thing, but no, I ordered this one. All right. That's pretty. It's pretty. It's like a coin. This is proof that I ate it. I guess I can give this to Kanai. It's omiyage. Look at that. Luke, search your feelings. You know it to be true. It wasn't that bad. You can get sushi here as well, though. I like the prices that they put it out here on the street, so you can just pick it up and eat it with your family. So you can come here on a Sunday morning, have a nice Sunday with the family, and then go home and spend the rest of the day watching American football. With a beer. All right, now for the tail, the best part. Ah! ビールが美味しいよね、ビールと。
そうですね。
ね、we really need a beer with this. It's satisfying. I like the shrimp better than the sazai, but the sazai was good. You know, after you've eaten it and it's gone, it's not that bad. It's just getting over the hump and then putting it in your mouth and pulling it out of the shell. That's a lot of protein. That's pure shrimp. Ton of calcium. Shout out to Jeff Kennedy, my friend in Philadelphia. This part's for you, buddy. Al Santos writes beer. Really? Our friend WRX Turbo's in the house. I guess I'll have to do it. Don't sit it. No coffee. Go for beer. Really? I guess everybody did it. It's chisai no desho. Chisai no. They have a 200 yen beer? Okay, I'll get a small one. Yeah, please. It's like not even 10 a.m. Who drinks beer at 9? All right, we're gonna get a beer just because. Oh, Ario, don't, Ario. No, Ario. Shoi nomi nama biru. Look, there's the cup. What? How small is it? That's like a jerry-rigged cup. How small is that cup? Oh my God! This is like, it's like morning. It's not even 10 a.m. But half the people are drinking beers here, so I'm guessing it's okay. I should have gotten it as a chaser earlier. You guys are making this fun, thank you. Heather's like, don't drink beer. Oh, Heather doesn't drink it. Oh, this is a baby beer. Akachan size. It's Sunday, so it's okay. 日曜日だから大丈夫ね。Oh, it's a good pour. はい、ありがとうございます。おー、美味しそう。Look at that golden color. Nice. Beer at the fish market. This is only in Japan for sure. I don't think you can, I think in Japan, I don't think there's other countries you could drink out publicly like this. Ah, kanpai. Kanpai. Ah. That's good. I like Asahi. It's not sweet. You know, the IPA is sometimes a little sweet. Very good balance. It's carbonated. Diet is over. So there you have it. There's other markets here. We focus just on the one that seemed to be the most lively, but it's always a good idea to start at the end of the street and work your way down. Wow. I like that they've written it in English here. Welcome to Teradomari. This is Fish Market Street. And then it's written even in Russian. And for those that want to take a screenshot, you can scan this QR code, use your camera on your smartphone, the photo side, and it will open up the link, maybe. But there you go. That's the experience of the fish market. Every single regional area of Japan has one, but the Teradomari one has been a lot of fun, especially on a Sunday when nothing else is really open. And the weather is pretty suspect. It was raining this morning. Ima, hare-jan. It was raining about right before I started the live stream, and look at the weather. That's what it's like on the Sea of Japan side. Even though the weather forecast said 70% rain, sometimes that's not right. Sometimes it's wrong. But I can tell you what's not wrong, Country Boy 1995. Who's been watching 8 years ago? Went to my first trip to Japan last month. First of all, Country Boy Kampai, congratulations on finally coming to Japan, and I'm really happy that you've been watching for so long. We were both much younger then. But Kampai to everybody out there, yeah. There's nothing wrong with a small beer in the morning here in Japan. Takes the edge off. What was it from the movie You Only Live Twice with James Bond when he came here to visit Japan? In the Sato Chemical Building, his personal secretary says, Mr. Sato likes a good champagne in the morning. Takes the edge off. I can agree with her. Although I think Bond decided not to go for the morning champagne. That was one of the first movies about Japan that got me interested in what was going on here. The cars, the technology. You Only Live Twice, 1967, I believe. Bond's third movie. Was that Connery's third movie after Dr. No Goldfinger? Third or fourth in the series. Thunderball, and then You Only Live Twice. Ah. Oof. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. If you haven't, let me see if did I have anything else I wanted to share with you? Oh, shout out to my friend Dan. Dan from the channel What's Inside came to visit us, had dinner with him yesterday, or 2 days ago, and it was really great. You can see Leo was there, Kanai, and I posted an Instagram story where Dan said some of the nicest things. One of the best friends that I have who does YouTube as well. Him and his son Lincoln started a channel called What's Inside. They would cut stuff open, but now that Lincoln's 18 and going off to college, which is crazy, he came here just as a little boy when they got the 1 million subscriber button. They've both grown quite a lot. over the last several years. It was nice of him to come and say hi on a trip to Japan day before yesterday. I've gotten married and had a kid since the first time I met him, and you can see how we've all kind of grown together through YouTube, through other channels, and yeah, that was a lot of fun. Here's the picture of us. I took him to go eat okonomiyaki, and he actually enjoyed it. Dan's a pretty picky eater, but he actually enjoyed it, so I was happy about that. And here's our group here in Niigata. So I was invited to come to Teradomari, and they helped me set up with the permissions and to film a lot of the stuff here. I love to get out of the city of Tokyo, and I'm glad that you guys joined me on this trip. So if you do, you might want to check out Teradomari. The ryokan has a really good breakfast. It's very affordable. It's on the Juetsu Shinkansen line from Nagaoka. Not easy to get here. Maybe you need to rent a car. There's a bus that'll get you here, but I'm pretty sure that you're going to have an authentic experience, because I'm the only non-Japanese here. 他の外国人いないよね、ここ。いない, right? じゃあ確認しました. I just confirmed. I'm the only foreigner here. That's pretty special. I'm the only one. Come by to that. If you're looking to get off the beaten path, I found it. Teradomari. All right, everybody. Bartholomew's like, no, don't leave us, buddy. What do you want me to do? It's been 45 minutes. All right, this zoom shot is for our friend Bartholomew and all of you out there. Enjoy the last 15 seconds of some blowtorched and char-grilled seafood at the fish market here in Teradomari. Have a wonderful day or night wherever you are in the world, everybody. I'll see you again real soon.